comfortable, and if you're not excited about where you are, keep doing something to change the circumstances. We're changing the circumstances up here today on Inspiration 1390. It's the Brunch Bunch. It's your girl Tamara Fair on the air, and I'm proudly posted in the studio with your main man,
Action Jackson. You know what, Tammy? Doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results is insanity.
It is, but that's not what I was talking about. I want you to keep up with the conversation.
Well, I think I zoned out after you said doing the same thing over and over.
Well, I was saying that if you continue to do the same thing, you're going to be where you are. Some people are very comfortable where they are, and that's fine. But all I'm saying is don't stop. That in which is just like when you get a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a husband or a wife. That in which you did to get them, you got to keep doing it to keep it.
But you know
Same
what?
thing with a profession.
I'm glad you said that because mine kind of goes with that though. Because people do the same thing over and over. Sometimes you got to switch it up.
Sometimes
and that's
do.
what makes it insanity. Because you're expecting different results.
I want you to keep on staying in your phone.
No, but I pulled up my phone because this morning that was my Instagram morning motivation. It's about mindset and routine. Change starts with reshaping how we think and what we do daily.
That's true.
So we're on the same wavelength.
Whatever you chasing is chasing you.
I'm chasing money.
Money gonna chase you.
Listen.
You chasing peace, peace gonna chase you. You chasing success, success is gonna chase. If you're chasing depression, depression gonna catch you.
And you know what? Some people chase depression.
You got to know
Some people chase.
It's easier to catch too. That's a lot easier.
It's super easy to catch it, and it's so hard to get rid of it. It's like the cold that never ends. So decide what you want to chase. Because understand and know well that it's chasing you. Of course, this is Friday. It's my favorite day of the week.
It's your Monday.
This is Friday.
But, you know, it's your first day back, so it's like Monday.
I just like literally. This is my Friday, and it's the end of the week. It's the beginning of the Martin Luther King holiday season, and I am super excited about it. I'm back from Jamaica. I'm super excited, man. Had a great time. No, everything was airy over there on the islands. I can't wait to get back. But anywho, we got a great show for you today, y'all. I want you to sit back, relax. No, maybe not. Maybe I want you to just run around wherever you are unless your boss is in the room. A lot of people didn't go to work today because here in the shop is 4, 5, 6 inches of snow.
It ain't nothing out there. This Chicago. People who called off and didn't go to work, grow. Never mind.
There you go. There you go. But grow, don't go nowhere. We got way more to share right here on Inspiration 1390. Only you. Only you.
I looked out that window one this morning. I'm like, where's this snow? Then at 2, it was out there.
It was there. Oh, you said something about a
commercial? It's a church commercial. Bishop. I don't know. Zoe, what's the Bishop commercial title as? She watching it. I don't remember. But I know I haven't heard it. And I talked to him the other day, so I want to make sure.
Trey is here?
Yes, he is. Trez. Is it Trez?
Put me on first.
Hello. Slow down,
right.
Don't. I was just saying because their social media people want like the clip of y'all.
Hey, concentrate.
Right. I'm like, what? You worry about our social media people. Corby Bush.
Come on.
She said Corby Bush.
Do it again. By my girlfriend Nene Leaks on January 26th at Chemistry, Chicago, 5121.
Your girl was here. She missed you.
What time,
Allison.
It is going to be January
Perkins?
26th
No.
from 12 to 4 p.m.
Allison. What's her last name?
And you get your tickets at Let's Talk Credit Chicago.
No, the lady just talking on the commercial.
Sponsored by the 850
That was
family.
not. That's her name's not Allison.
It is Allison.
I don't know.
I bet you any kind of money.
How much you want that?
Drew Sedora sister from Real Housewives of
Allison
Atlanta.
Jordan.
Allison Jordan. Oh, how much you owe me? No.
You said the person on the voice.
It was Allison.
I like Allison.
Yes, she was here. She is full of energy.
She's always full of energy. You turned it off and turned it back on? I told you to turn it off and turn it back on.
Slow down, Adam. Slow down. You making him nervous. He ain't been nervous all week. I know it's not you.
Financial hurdles stand in your way. Our season team is here to guide you every step of the way.
Every step of the way.
Buying, selling, or refinancing, make your next move with confidence. Call us at area code 772.
So you had a good time.
I had a ball.
Oh, I said, if Tammy, I got on the radio. I said, if Tammy send me one more video of her have fun on the beach, I'm supposed to reach to his phone.
0906. LMS development, where your property journey begins and success.
No, come on. Oh.
We're in the wrong. It's America on the Brunch Bunch.
So, I got to really give a shout out to my Team Premier Childcare, because, we never close. Vortex, snow, blizzard, I don't care what it is. We going, we opening, we going to be there for the parents, the kids, and the staff. If you want to come, the doors are open to the church. Come on in.
For the kids that parents are going to work.
Because most people grew up on that premise. We didn't have snow days until Saturday. So you had to go to work every other day, and that's just what it is. So I definitely want to say thank you for all the dedication to the parents and the children that we service, and to the teams that you all doing an amazing job. Speaking of leading and doing amazing, I hate to fly, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I was texting you on the way because it was turbulence, and the stewardess wouldn't give me no drinks, right? And so, of course, I gave her a scathing review. But Alaska Airlines announces compensation for passengers who experienced the plane door incident. Many of you may have remembered that. However, we're going to remind you and also update you on what's going on. So Alaska Airlines is moving to compensate passengers affected by the recent plane door incident. According to the Wall Street Journal, the airline informed Flight 1282 travelers of this compensation hours after the plane made an emergency landing. So they didn't wait, they didn't tarry. They definitely got to it. Got to the business. So the information came via email. It included an apology, a full refund for the aborted flight, and a $1,500 compensation, cash compensation, to assist with any inconvenience. Alaska Airlines email to passengers reportedly did not mention complimentary mental health support or counseling assistance. However, their email to WSJ allegedly did. So according to the WSJ, not all of the Flight 1282 passengers have decided whether a refund and $1,500 payout is enough compensation. Now, for $1,500, you can get 4 sessions with a mental health professional.
Not enough.
Or you can go to retail therapy.
Not enough.
I'm just saying, it does help.
If I'm on a flight and you and I are similar when we fly, now I sedate myself. But I don't care how sedated I am. If that door fly open and I'm on that plane, it's a problem. And guess what? It's going to be a bigger problem for the airline.
Well, glad you said that, because Nicholas Hodge, 38, told the outlet that he's still processing the incident and the company's response. Well, Hodge was on board the aircraft when it cracked open several minutes after takeoff, and while he was headed to see his girlfriend in Ontario. He was distraught. Well, after the emergency landing, Nicholas says that he waited another 2 hours for customer service agent to rebook him on a new flight. Now, if it's me and that happened, ain't no new flight. Nope. I got to walk home, rent a car, stay there, whatever.
Amtrak.
Whatever. Bus, I don't care. Well, on Tuesday, January the 9th, he was still deciding whether to accept the airline's financial assistance and other offers. Well, Hodge revealed that he is considering seeing a specialist outside the mental health resources the airline shared with WSJ. Well, the service alone could severely cut into his $1,500 reward. Well, Nicholas Hodge also told the outlet that Alaska Airlines should have given the impacted passengers a voice in calculating the extra pay. I thought it was a quick response to a tragic situation and putting people on the road to recovery. So I definitely want to give Alaska Airlines
It was a very quick response. So shout out for quickly responding, but boo, because I didn't like the response.
Okay. Well, all I'm saying is if there's other airlines, I'm not gonna name no names, but some of them start with a U, some of them start with an A. They would have not done that.
Well, I've seen people get more than $1,500 for being misplaced or repurposed, not repurposed, but being their flight being changed or being booked on an overcrowded flight. I've seen people walk with $1,500, $2,000, and they only paid $400 or $500 for the flight on different airlines. So for $1,500, and I'm on a plane and a door come off that joint, please. And allegedly, there were mechanical issues that they didn't address, which caused the door. They've been talking about this on the news, and I heard
And the
that.
bad part about it is Alaska Airlines is one of the top rated airlines.
I've never been on an Alaska airline.
You know why?
Why?
So high.
Oh, my.
It's so high.
I don't even see them come up when I search flights. Maybe I don't go nowhere that they really go.
Well, Alaska Airlines took over all of the Virgin domestic flights.
Okay.
So when Virgin Airlines went international only, the Alaska Airlines took over all of their domestic flights. Well, here's actually what happened on the flight. It's 1282. So just in case you didn't know that. So as previously reported, Alaska Airlines aircraft traveling from Portland, Oregon to Ontario, California was grounded on January 5th after the door plug detached during the flight, per the airline statement. And there were reportedly 171 passengers, including 4 minors and 6 crew members on board. And an auto pressurized fail light showed up on the impacted Boeing 737 MAX 9 plane, and at least 3 times before January 5th, per CNN. Now, if the light is there for a reason, mechanics, you supposed to find out what the reason is. You're not supposed to ignore the light. They're not disco lights. They are indicator lights that indicate something ain't right.
That's right.
So each time it was tested and reset by maintenance, they said, okay, it's safe to fly. Now, if you test it and reset it, you are band-aiding the problem, and then you have a big open wound like what happened with the open door. And so then on Friday, January the 5th, while the plane was 16,000 feet in the air, you know, at 10,000 feet, you can use your electronics, right? So you think you're a little safe until the turbulence comes. So at 16,000 feet, I don't know what you could do except...
The door came off at 16,000 feet?
The door came off at 16,000.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
And the plane's plug door and a window popped off.
You know, in Soul Plane, when Kevin Hart, listen, that's all, listen, I was going to have the best airline y'all would have, because let me tell you, I can't be on no flight, no. Listen, think about you getting a car accident. You think of your personal injury attorney. You know, we all black folks are always joking. Like, if I get an accident, I'm falling out. I'm gonna have to use the bathroom on myself because you know you get paid more if you have an accident on that flight. Oh man!
Oh, it gets better. If you think that door popping and that light, honey, it gets better. So immediately the result was the headrest being ripped off the seats, and even items being sucked out of the aircraft, including a shirt of a boy was wearing. Thankfully, Alaska Airlines says no passengers were assigned seats 26A and 26B right next to the affected plug door. And after landing, one person was taken to the hospital and a few others received medical attention, but no one sustained fatal injuries. And that's the good part. But you can never forget that if you're on a flight. Now, personally, me, you know, I try to think of glass half full. I'm on a flight, the door pop open, and I walk away, I'm good. You give me that $1,500, you'll never see me again.
Let me tell you how I was coming off that flight.
I already know.
On a stretcher, screaming, my neck, my back, my neck and my back. Listen, I was going to be crying.
You was crying when you got on there.
First of all, I was going to be crying. Right, I was going to be crying anyway. Soon as that turbulence and when that door, oh my goodness. Lord, I was going to be on 257932 Fox CNN. But
look at God. He made that plane land. Nobody was fatally hurt, and they get to go on with their lives. Now, I understand that there's a lot of housekeeping, a lot of repair that Alaskan Airlines has to do, but because of their initial response, I'm confident that they're going to do the right thing.
Well, I wish I was on the flight. Thank God that don't happen on the flight.
Not me, but I don't want you to give me no $1,500. No. I just want to land and be on my merry way.
Listen, Stanley Lane said, no, not the stretcher. Yes, the stretcher. But you know how when they say in the event of an emergency, you help yourself first, then you help the other passengers. Before we would have landed, I would have been helping everybody. I would have said, lay out, fall out. We all getting paid.
Yeah, they were talking about you in Jamaica starting a revolution on Juneteenth when I got there.
Yes, and I'll be back this Juneteenth. Get ready, y'all. Get ready.
Well, I went downtown Mobay, and I'm telling you, the Chinese have taken over, so your revolution might come at a great time.
Don't get me started. That's another topic for another day.
Yes.
I almost got put out of Jamaica with Tammy.
No. Tammy almost got put out of Jamaica because of you and your revolution. But it is a revolution, and we are excited about this revolution. And it kicked off with Martin Luther King, and it's nothing but up from here, y'all. Don't go nowhere. We got way more to share right here on Inspiration 1390.
You know what we needed after that? Kurt Franklin revelation. Revolution. Jarrell, come on, man. Move fast, man.
Hey, Trey, how are you?
Good to see you, man. I started to say, Millie, bring some coffee.
How are you?
Man, if I had time, I was trying to get y'all something, but I owe you. I'm either bring you tumblers or pins. Just let me know what you want.
I like that Juneteenth tumbler.
Yeah.
I want the German chocolate. It's my favorite.
Can you put his number in there so I can send him the link?
And you got it.
All right now.
I
I'm
just
glad
sent
to
somebody
see
to
go live with us.
Roosevelt.
Oh, so he's live already.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, perfect. That's perfect. All right, perfect.
I said, I'm sending them the. Oh, wow.
You need
I
a
was gonna
pen?
give him. He went live.
Sorry about that.
So you gonna bump me?
Hey,
Hey, Adam, look what Adam was
believe it.
Adam gonna bump
Super
me.
excited to see you guys back in the studio. I am so excited about this long weekend, and it didn't come a moment too
Jarrell, you can
soon
cut the
because
music
it's
up a
long
little.
snow out there, y'all. But that shouldn't stop you. It should invigorate you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here come us.
Jarrell too.
Hi, beautiful. How are you? It's good to see you
When the
again.
cock
I
ass.
said hi to you when you walked in, but you were like,
She
you were.
killing me. I be coming in, stop. Walk this way,
Yeah,
this
you
way.
were doing your thing as you normally do.
Yeah, she don't play with it.
She don't play no games.
I just be trying to get up here.
You so funny.
Yeah.
And you were gracious though. You were like, oh, okay.
All right, we fading.
So on today's episode of What in the Caucasity, this is only my second one for the year. But it's only been 12 days. Okay. So we shall see. 2 in a row. The resignation of Harvard's first black president, Claudine Gay, on Tuesday continues to have commentary from the conservative peanut gallery. This time, billionaire and Pershing Square CEO Bill Ackman has shared his opinion. And of course, it's wrong and offensive. After leading the crusade to get rid of Gay as president, Ackman took to X, and if you don't know what X is, it's
Formerly Twitter.
On Wednesday morning to write a 4,000-word essay in which he stated that DEI is the, and I quote, root cause of anti-Semitism, end quote, at Harvard University. His remarkably asinine writing, including the following, and I quote, under diversity, equity, and inclusion, one's degree of oppression is determined based upon where one resides on a so-called intersectional pyramid of oppression, where whites, Jews, and Asians are deemed oppressors, and a subset of people of color, LGBTQ people, and or women are deemed to be oppressed, end quote. Maybe Ackman has not been living in America for however many years.
Oh, there are two Americas though.
Well, North America or South America or anywhere in this world.
No, I'm in black and white America.
Right.
I mean that.
Well, you are right about that. Well, Ackman didn't stop there. He also wrote, the E for equity in DEI is about equality of outcome, not equality of opportunity. And DEI is racist because reverse racism is racism, even if it's against white people. And it is remarkable that I even need to point this out, end quote. Now, he also said pulling the reverse racism card is not completely surprising, but it is vomit-inducing. He also demanded that the members of Harvard Corporation who attempted to keep Gay in office to resign like she did, stating that the board, and I quote, should not be principally comprised of individuals who share the same politics and views, end quote. Ackman is upholding white supremacy, and he's upholding his white supremacist beliefs by insisting that anti-racist work is really just an attack on white people. This goes back to the very meaning of white replacement theory, in which the advancement of people of color works to eradicate the existence of white people. Ackman is stoking the fear of white people losing their power and authority, and this is only the beginning. Now, yesterday I reported that Donald Trump, you all's former president, said that the Republican lieutenant governor of North Carolina was better than Dr. Martin Luther King this week. And I could not believe that. And now we got Bill Ackman. No, it's a travesty. The first black woman to become the president of Harvard.
How long did she serve? Like 11
I
months?
think it was 6 months. It was the shortest term in the history of Harvard. It was about 6 months. And it was all because, well, you know, when you talk about that group of people, you know, your fate is in trouble. Listen, look, Jarrell, like, don't do it. Don't say it, bro. Don't say it. Who should remain nameless. But unfortunately, it happened to us. So we gotta. I wish we would come out and fight harder, though.
I was gonna say the takeaway from that though is, although it was a very racist rant, the takeaway from that is standing strong in your belief system. And even though when they galvanize, they don't have to galvanize; they're already cohesive. But it does show us how to galvanize and stay strong until we get to the finish line. Don't waver and lose your win along the way. Finish the race, and the race is to get to equality, equity, and luckily it's not revenge because it would be a whole different race then.
Yeah, well, you know what? The lieutenant governor of North Carolina said, and I reported yesterday, that he doesn't want to be considered African American. And the reason we can't stand up for each other is because we have too many people like that don't want to be associated with the very race of people that you are. So no matter, yeah, we'll have to talk about that later. But in
My
other
eyebrows are going up.
I know
like literally.
It was wild, but you know, this is America, you know.
You keep saying that this is America, which means that, okay, say la vie, this is just how life is. No, in every aspect of life that needs to be changed, this is America means that we need to make a new America, that when we say this is America, we say it with pride.
Let's go home. But listen, in the spirit of Marcus Garvey, let's go home. But today is Friday, of course, and Monday is the 15th, which is King Day. So that means Sunday is the 14th. And I'm talking to myself.
God, your math is today.
But I say all that to say, happy birthday to one of our number one believers who tunes in every day. Her birthday is Sunday, the 14th.
Yes, it is.
Happy birthday, Tina Hammond.
Happy birthday. Oh, yep, sing that song.
No, let Stevie sing it.
No, all I'm saying is that it would be appropriate to wish both of them a happy birthday with that song. So, we got a great guest for you today, though, y'all. And we getting ready to get to it right when we come back. So stay tuned, stay locked. It's getting ready to go down. It's Inspiration 1390.
Woo, woo, woo.
And you just kind of trailed off. Like, you just, like, started going in your phone and...
Who, we was out.
No, you weren't out.
I was done. You closed out the segment. This your day.
Number one hit music station.
I cannot do it with you.
All right, a few minutes ago I asked you.
But Tina, stay in your lane. Nikayo. For what? Look, I'm all in your business. Joy, what's up, Joy? Said thank you for shouting out Premiere.
Oh, she deserves it.
Me too. We going to start our business.
Already, we not starting no business.
We, Moshe.
No.
We going to start.
No, I want to stand up on this chair and say no.
I'm going. Hey.
In fact, can this hold me?
Don't count me out. Don't count me out. I'm going with you. Okay. Let me see if my buddy pass give me that.
Oh, dude, that's why you mad.
I said your birthday is Sunday, Tina. Well,
where he was going? Where he won the trip?
He ain't go nowhere yet. I keep trying to get it out of him. He going to Florida.
Why you going to Florida? You go anywhere in the world.
In the world.
You can go to the moon.
You can go anywhere in the world, Craig. And they gave him luggage.
They gave you luggage?
Louis Vuitton luggage. No.
Well, even if it's Louis Vuitton, I mean, like, literally, you got... I never heard of it either.
Oh, Tina said she in the restaurant. Yes, we just gave you a huge shout out on the radio. She in the restaurant. She can't hear that good.
Oh, tell them to be quiet. We're going to do it again.
Tell them to cut the radio up.
Yes, and tell them to be shh.
Call Stacey Johnson at 447.
Oh, did you?
Stacey Chelsea, 866-447.
Hey, Jennifer Williams, what's up? Is this my card or yours?
LMS Development is your go-to. Expertise in real estate and mortgage loans. We make the process seamless.
Yeah, I sent it to him.
And
You
what's
find
up?
it, Jarrell?
December. So
I don't want
we
you to
finding
say
it
it.
right
Yeah.
now. She's trying to put it in, but I don't know if it's gonna happen.
It can't. That can't work. He gotta wait on. I can't.
Smile, laugh, or something.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Okay, I'll call
And
you.
then the.
But January is I sent that today.
Okay, but what about
You funny.
You got that? You got that?
I got that, but I don't have the content.
Yes, she.
Like 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
She still needs time to bring me. So
30 seconds.
I told her Monday.
30 seconds. I'll get within 1 minute. Okay.
Right.
Thank you. 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Okay, give me some. Give me some.
All right, we got another 45 seconds.
Okay, so go ahead.
Trez Pugh III.
Yes, sir.
You got a son?
Yeah, I named him Tyreek. Though.
Oh, you ain't keep going.
Trez, I thought
we was
it
just
was
talking.
Trey.
Trez.
It's
Trez.
Don't call me Trez. Who knows?
Okay.
Trez.
So 30
I
seconds.
always call
Actually,
Trey.
listen. Actually, that's why I said it out loud for Tabby, because she said Trey when you walked
Every
in.
time I say it, he
You
answers.
think I asked? My mom.
I'm
everybody
sorry.
said, proud of it.
It's very nice and
It
unique.
is.
Yeah.
And your story is amazing.
I was with somebody and they were talking about how beautiful your house is and how you stayed in the community. And I said, I got to ride around there or something. Want me to come in and alley oop to you so you can introduce the guest? Oh,
Mind your business.
I guess I am. Where's that?
Oh, go ahead.
So what's going on is I am always so excited to be sitting next to the amazing. Oh Lord!
Whenever he starts talking about all these accolades that have anything to do with me, he's done something prior to that he's trying to make up for. But speaking of amazing, thank you so much. We have an amazing guest today with an incredible story to share. So for any of you all who have dreams that you have just keep on dreaming and not putting into fruition, let this story inspire you, ignite you. None other than Trez Pugh III right here in the studio. Yes, you all have seen the places that he has established. You talk about a figure in Black history. He definitely is. Sip and Savor. He is the CEO of Sip and Savor Hospitality Group, a company that owns high-end coffee houses in the Chicagoland area. And Pugh prides himself on working with disabled veterans and homeless people. Well, Pugh enjoys mentoring kids, but there's a really amazing story behind that. We're going to get to it in a minute. But first, we want to give you a big
welcome.
Don't say that. Appreciate me. Don't appreciate him.
Wait a minute. Look, and I'm going to push you back. Don't be in here coughing.
You see I wore my mask. When you get off the plane, you should wear your mask for at least 2 weeks.
Trez, you are killing the game in the coffee industry. And we want the believers because your story is a great story. Humble beginnings. You're still a humble man. You are the man in the city. Listen, I see more people posting how you help them, how you support their businesses, how you support other coffee business owners. Can you share the inspiration behind starting Sip and Savor and its mission?
Well, initially, like I said, I was a real estate investor. I didn't drink coffee at first. But I noticed that, we as Black people, we like to gather, whether it's at church, playing bingo, the club or whatever. And
don't forget the corner. There's a whole bunch of people on the corner now.
So I wanted to put something together where people can get together, not only network, but do something positive to try to change the narrative in the city. So people like coffee. Not only is it the second largest traded commodity in the world, it's addictive. So I started looking at other industries. Say you can attest to that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
One of my VIP customers.
Thank you.
One of the things that I noticed is that places like them other big places, without naming them, people was in there hurting, but they was treating them like cattle. Yeah. Come in, get out, come in, get out. I said, if I can come up with this concept where you come in and it kind of wraps his arms around you and says, stay a while, where you could do some networking and create a positive energy or synergy. That's what I wanted to do. But when doing something like that, you have a lot of risk. And that being, when you're out there pioneering, you got to take a lot of body shots, as I call them.
Yeah.
So I opened up my first one on 43rd Street and took a lot of body blows. But I had a vision that sooner or later, we was going to get the right people to see the vision and understand that we earn the right to have something classy, something elegant, consistent, and crisp. So that's what I put together with this coffee house. And then I did the decor. I wanted to make sure it was like your crib. Hardwood floors, waterfall, fireplace, flat screen, little Commodores or Erica Badu playing on the system. So while you enjoying coffee,
don't forget that artwork now. You got the dopest artwork in the game.
Roger Carter, that artist, bananas. So it kind of wraps his arm around you, want to stay a while. So it's not unusual to come in there and see people in different industries, marketing, real estate, politics. You got people in religion, you got people in theater, and they just start, talking and buzzing. And I was just leaving there today, and I was just sitting up there getting emotional, looking at all the people on the laptops, and it's a straight blizzard going on. They was pulling up, getting in there, talking about ideas, education, what they plan on doing with their own businesses. So that was my vision, to get us together, to change the narrative, and to talk about positive things. So that's what started the whole Sip and Savor piece.
I had the opportunity to actually see you at a TED Talk. And I'm going to say Tiana Talk, because it was like in the hood. But it was great. And you were saying how you were in law enforcement at one point, and you actually took some shots, right?
Yeah.
And it inspired you to stop dreaming, but actually get up and put those dreams into action. And I was so inspired by your story. And so I said, if you can do it and other people can see what you've done with all, like you said, I took a lot of body blows. And I want to talk about those body blows and how you overcame them and persevered. And now you have how many Sip and Savers?
5 locations.
Wow.
Thank you.
So body blows.
Yeah. So
what does that look like?
That's a euphemism for when you not really making money, you're dealing with all the other variables that are involved in doing business. So, for example, most coffee houses or any business that's in retail, you want to be where there's heavy foot traffic. You want a median income that's pretty high that can afford your wares. And for all you entrepreneurs out there that's listening, I will share this with you. You don't go into this to make money. It has to be a passion. You know what I'm saying? It has to be something that you bring in that there's a need. And in my mind, there was a need for us to have something nice instead of ordering something through a bulletproof glass or a bunch of people standing out front asking for twos and fews. I wanted you to be able to come in there, feel safe, secure, get a quality product, which ours come from Cameroon, Africa, be able to listen to music, look at art, and all of that. So the body blows I took at first was the neighborhood hadn't adjusted to me. I grew up on the near north side. I'm kind of spoiled. Millie, my girl over there shooting everything, she got a picture of me on Instagram with my pinky up. So I'm from the north side. I drink my joint with the pinky up.
Hey, man.
But what I mean by that is people had to adjust to having something really nice. They used to go in there somewhere it's kind of nasty, or people in there like a barbershop hollering and cursing. And we wouldn't allow it. So it took time for people to adjust and make that transition. Oh, he think he's better than everybody else. And some people you trying to act like white folks. It's like, no, why come I can't be acting like somebody who's civilized and want us to have better?
Yep.
So the body blows what people weren't coming in. It was hard to get people to understand my concept. And for that time, I still had gas, light, water, insurance, taxes, payroll, my accountant, my attorney. That's just off the top of my head. You still got to pay.
And the list grows.
And every 30 days, that's due.
Yep.
The thing that helped me was being a Fed, making decent money. I was a real estate investor, and my wife, Lisa, worked for the city. So we was dumping loot into that. And I just kept telling the baby, this is going to turn around sooner or later. And finally, the words start getting out that, hey, this coffee house is pretty nice. And I give a lot of ups to Barbara Gano. She was the first one that really put me on. Back in the day, her and Timmy Cool used to drive around in the sound machine or whatever. She pulls up like, what this damn coffee house doing here? I never knew she was a coffee aficionado. She tasted the coffee. It's like, ooh, damn. She I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
She called Chuck Gano, who was her husband at the time, and told him he came. And after that, you know, she started inviting people to come there for, you know, all kind of promos. You know, she had the Globetrotters come there. She had Tyrese Gibson when he was doing his movie, Monique. So, you know how black folks are. Once we get something where somebody could sign off on it or co-sign, I'm going to go now.
Yeah.
And that was the start of really it starting to pick up a little bit.
Before you get into your important question, 2 things I wanted to add. You said that people started to say, you think you're better than other people. Exactly. And what I got from that is, no, I think you're better than this. So I'm going to give you a platform to show how much better you are.
I love it.
And then I think that, like, Sip and Savers, if Starbucks marry Cheers, then you have not just a coffee, but you have a coffee experience.
Indeed.
So I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
You done, Oprah?
Yes.
Listen, I'm so happy to have you back with me. So, Trez, it's amazing. You're doing great things. 5 locations. For the believers who have not had the Sip and Savor experience yet, what sets your high-end coffee houses apart from other coffee establishments in the Chicagoland area?
Well, it's the community piece. You know, our tagline is where coffee and community meet. So what I mean by that is when you come in there, almost everyone that comes in there knows everyone. So if somebody come in there, and I call it the Ear Hustle Cafe, if you sit down and you doing something and you say looking for an attorney or a dog walker or somebody that could tutor your kid, if you just listen enough, you're going to hear something in education. You're going to hear something about somebody that's doing something in jobs. So what sets us apart is people are allowed to mingle and mix. Whereas you go in some coffee houses, everybody are like segmented.
Mm-hmm.
You go in there, people are like, oh, I heard you said, let me get over there and talk to you and all that. So the big community piece sets us apart. And in addition to that, the fact that this community, in any community I go in, I hire from within the community. When we have different events, I find out if they have comedians, musicians. I try to turn any and everybody on that I can, because we should be sharing that money and keeping it in the community. And I'll just end with this. When I was getting ready to do my piece at Bronzeville back in 2004, well, I got shot in 2004, opened it up in 2005. That's when I thought I had all the time in the world. After the near-death experience, I was like, it's time to make this happen now. I was going to different forums, doing my due diligence. And as I said to other entrepreneurs, before you jump out there, do your due diligence, do your research. I was trying to find out what was going on in different communities. And what I found out that in the community in Bronzeville, $1 leave in less than an hour and a half. You go to Chinatown or anywhere else, Germantown and all this, money was staying in there for over a month before it left and went anywhere. So if you went to the store, it was their store. If you went to the theater, it was their theater. You went to a dog groom, it was their dog groom. You went to a breakfast spot. So my whole idea was when I put this here, I want these people to get together and find out who's who, because they'll pass each other and won't even know. So I make it my business to be a conduit. And what I mean by that, somebody coming at 80, do you know so-and-so? Oh, this guy, he's an attorney. You know this guy? Oh, he works in zoning at the city. Do you know this young lady? She's a professor at the University of Chicago. Oh, my daughter's trying to get in. You know this person? Oh, this my boy. He's director on The Shot. This my guy at Black Ink. So everybody gets to know everybody.
That's amazing.
That sets us apart from any and every, not only coffee house, but establishment, I think.
So when you go in some of these coffee houses, I look around, I don't want to talk to nobody in there. And it's because you know, we like to go where people look like us. And that's what's so amazing. And not even in skin color, but look like us in values and in spirit and in truth. So.
No, you're absolutely right. I love that. But I want to get back up with you with the guy you talked about in zoning, because I'm going to need him.
And I was about to say, and I need the lab school hook up with us.
You laughing, bro, but I got that.
I bet. I don't. Listen.
I got all that.
And I want some coffee. Look, we finna serve it on the west side.
So one of the things that you asked him about what separates Sip and Savor from other establishments is also the unique blends that he has, actually.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is German chocolate coffee. I've never heard of it. I love coconut. What you guys have done with your blends, and they're definitely proprietary, I'm sure. But I've tried them all, and they are amazing. I can't pick one over the other, but I typically do get the German chocolate. Now, how do you choose the areas that you're going to go in?
That's interesting. I never choose. I'm always approached. True story. When I opened up the one in Bronzeville, it was just something to do and get it started. I had no intention on expanding and doing all that. I was making good money in real estate. I was a Fed making decent money. My kids were grown. Um, Out the house, I'm empty nesters. Like I don't really need a lot of stuff. But what started happening, all it takes is somebody to have a meeting there, a developer or an alderman from another ward, and they was like, who owns this place? And it started coming like that. You know, people like, hey, we need you in Rosen. We need you on the west side. We need you in the suburbs. Hey, you gonna come to Lincoln Park? And what I had to do was like really sit back and say, man, we may be on to something. So I would sit back with my team, do our due diligence, and I guarantee you, all money ain't good money.
Yeah.
So I turned down a whole lot more than I look into. And I look, is there a need there? Is that somebody that's going to appreciate what we bring into the community?
Right.
Because I'll tell my team, and I'll say it here on the radio, I'm not trying to take no more body blows. It don't feel good.
You sure don't.
So I done did all that. Now I need to go somewhere where they're going to take care of daddy.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Listen, I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt.
Take care of daddy.
Take care of daddy. But you know what, Trez, that's amazing. And I'm glad you said that, because sometimes as entrepreneurs, as aspiring entrepreneurs, we look, oh, they giving us this opportunity, let me take it. And it took me a while to realize that every opportunity is not a good one. Or I can't take every contract because I don't have the capacity to handle
You
it.
hit it right there.
You know, so
Capacity.
The capacity, because I mean, you got people that they looking at money, they chasing that dollar. I used to have that problem with contractors when I was in the real estate game. They take on all they can, then they're not showing up for jobs.
Yep.
So I have an appreciation for those people who are meticulous, particular. That's why I love Millie Frick over here, who be
the
doing
Frick
this for my
effect,
team.
the Frick effect.
Yeah, Frick, yeah. Her, Whitney Hampton, who's my chief strategy officer, and they all like millennials. I'm 60, so they young enough to be my kids. And my daughter, Tara, now, they keep me balanced. You know, they challenge me, they test me. Hey, do you sure you want to do this? Let's look at this. And I love that. You know, and people have to understand, I don't care how cold you are, you can't be the coldest one in the room.
You can't be the coldest. Somebody ice gotta be colder.
You gotta be able to listen.
My mentor told me once, if you're the strongest link in your chain, you need a new chain.
You definitely do.
So,
Indeed.
Now, do you have any upcoming events that are on the horizon for 2024? And if so, please let the people know.
We got a few things brewing right now. I don't know if you know, but I just did a collaboration with Turner House Brewery. So I have a black brewery at 47th in the Rosenwald location. So beer by tap microbrewery every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You could come in there. So Thursday and Friday, 4 to 9, you can come in and get beer. And of course, we have our trademark liquor. We have our own tequila, rum, bourbon. And
you said we ain't gonna just take over the coffee game.
Yeah.
We taking over all of
drink
it.
game. We're taking over all the drinks.
I got this saying, you got to have multiple rivers of revenue, not streams. Ain't too thin, you need rivers. So we do that.
I like that.
Yeah, you can use it, and tell them Trez told you.
I got you.
So we doing that thing, and we got some upcoming events that ain't on the calendar yet. But we do a lot with financial literacy. We have accountants come in and give stuff on people. Attorney comes in and talk about trust and wills, because we so often our mom die or somebody die in the family and the family's fighting. We're trying to get people to get prepared for that, putting stuff in trust. And we have all kind of things. Well, even Millie come in and talk about social media, public relations, and all that for people trying to start up their own business, so they don't have to take all the pitfalls I did coming in blind and not knowing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Avoid the body blows.
So how can they connect with you, Trez? How can they follow you and get the coffee and get the beer and get the whatever?
You can go on our website, which is really interactive, www.sipandsaverchicago.com. And if you really want to stay tuned, Instagram and Facebook is a real good way, because Millie keeps everything on there. The stories, what's going on when we travel, when I speak at events, when we have music, cigar smokeouts, wine tasting, house music. Like I said, in multiple rivers, brother. You got to keep it coming.
Gotta keep it coming.
Yeah, Sip and Savor Chicago.
Well,
and for those of you who don't know how to spell savor, SAVOR.
I'm gonna ask you a savior to help you spell savor. Listen, Trez, you're doing some amazing things. Shout out to you. We pray that God continues to enlarge your territory and open doors that no man can shut.
And keep those rivers flowing.
Yeah, I love you guys for what you're doing, for giving me this platform. I appreciate you from all the people from Sip and Savor and my whole team. Keep doing what you're doing. We love you.
And just, I got to shout out to your social media team. I'm sure it's really frick because I said, man, Sip and Save is so active on social media.
Well, you know what? That killing is giving you life.
Indeed.
And speaking of life, we want to continue on with the life of Dr. Martin Luther King this weekend. We hope that all of you keep Love 24 alive. Tell someone that you don't know, a perfect stranger, that you love them. Show someone that you do know how much you love them. Lead with love, land on love. I love you, Action Jackson.
I love you, Tamara Fair. We love you, believers. Baby Eminem, we love y'all.
Hey, right after this is your boy AC Green, and right after that is Pastor Patterson on the drive home. We do it all night long right here on the Brunch Bunch, Inspiration 1390. Peace, y'all. Have a great weekend.
See you, Facebook.
Bye, guys. Get over to Sip and Savor. You will not be disappointed.
Ain't y'all happy to see this lady? Look at that. Whoa.
And we ready.
I appreciate you guys.
No, we appreciate you for coming.